guys. Long time no see. I'm considering getting a microphone for this vlogging business. It seems to be what everybody's doing these days, and it might be easier for you to hear me if I do that, mightn't it? Let me know what you think. So yeah, it's been a few months, I think, since I did a studio vlog. I'm going to give you a very brief catch up so that I can keep the emotions at bay. I think I talked to you about my dad being very unwell, and I'm sure I mentioned it in more than one vlog about him having cancer and being in and out of hospital. Finally we managed to get a hospice to support him at home. We had the hospital bed at home at mum and dad's house in Surrey. For those of you that don't know, I live in Cornwall, and a couple of weeks ago dad sadly passed away in hospice, so he ended up spending several weeks in hospice care because we just couldn't continue to look after him at home. So that was a few weeks ago now, and as you can imagine it's been pretty tough going, and I also have been quite unwell before dad passed away. So he died on a Friday. On the Monday before that I ended up being quite unwell, ended up getting taken by ambulance to Frimley Park Hospital, which is where I was born, so the circle of life. But I've been unwell, and I think, well, I know now that it was all stress related. I didn't feel stressed at all. I'm really keen to know, guys, if any of you have gone through any of the things that I'm talking about, let me know. I basically, on the Monday, early hours of the morning, woke up feeling like I was having a panic attack, and I've definitely had panic attacks before, and I felt very out of breath and very panicky and tight-chested, but that kind of subsided and I got up and we went to the hospice to see dad, and I just felt like I couldn't breathe, and I kind of sort of passed out, and thank goodness we were in the hospice. The nurses were amazing, but the short version of the story is basically I had heart palpitations, just like racing heart rate, feeling like I was about to have a heart attack, but obviously I wasn't. I didn't really have any pain, it just felt like that. And then they did all the tests, and I had ECGs and put onto a monitor and all of the stuff, blood tests and whatever. Everything's fine health-wise. But what I've been suffering with since then is quite a lot of panic, quite a lot of anxiety, inability to be able to drive the car, which I'm now thankfully back at doing again because I love driving. And they talked about it being basically a build-up of all of the stress of everything, and they sort of said you can either be the sort of person that notices it build up, or someone who just doesn't notice it build up, and evidently that's the kind of person I am. So cheers to that. And that was on the Monday. Dad passed on the Friday, so you can imagine I was already fairly unwell, and I was struggling to even go and see him for a few days, especially in the mornings. I always made it every single day, but the mornings I just could not get myself together with the panic and the feeling I could barely eat. The nausea was full on. My body just gave up, and my nervous system has been basically just feeling like it's been run over. So right now, up until probably maybe a few days ago, my focus is the physical symptoms of that have been so full on that I haven't really been able to focus on the fact that my dad's no longer here. So that is yet to be processed. Obviously I'm sad, and obviously I have been emotional, but the physical symptoms of this nervous system kind of complete meltdown I've never known anything like it, and it has made me kind of want to refocus a little bit, to look after myself differently, which I'm still figuring out. I'll let you know about that. But if anybody's been through anything, I've never felt so ill in my life, which was horrible to say given the fact that my dad sadly died of cancer, but I have never felt that ill, and I've had a few things wrong with me over the years which have been like physically been pretty horrible, but that and this continues to be fairly bad. So that is kind of an update on like my health more than anything else. But obviously with dad not being here anymore, that is going to be a thing I've got to process at some point. Mum and I were with him as he passed, which I'd read a lot about. I knew what to expect, but it doesn't make it any easier, obviously. We knew he was terminally ill, and there's just a lot of processing and a lot of thoughts, a lot of journaling to happen and things to figure out. But what I want to do is just kind of try and get back to it as much as I can. Basically, I had a lot of plans for Leaf Lane Studio for this year, but but in December Dad got diagnosed, and as soon as he got diagnosed I kind of realised that this year was not going to be a year for all of the things that I was thinking about potentially doing. And so I'm at peace with that now. I was worrying about it, but now I'm just like, okay, that's happened and you have to prioritise family and what life throws at you. So yeah, I'm basically going to ease back into vlogging. I don't know what this is going to look like at the moment, but at some point I'm going to give you an office tour, not in this vlog probably, but I have actually rejigged this office. I've decorated it, like basically I've been distracting myself since I got home when my anxiety was really, really bad. I rejuvenated a bench that was my dad's. I'll try and put a picture or a video or something of the before and the after. But yeah, I've painted my office. It's really grey out today, so you can't really see, but I painted the ceiling white. When we moved in, everything was like, not magnolia, but like a yellowy white ceiling. And then I've got on the walls by Crown Paints a paint called Fresh Coconut, which is like a slightly grey white, which is what I wanted. And then I've got more shelving. I've got a corner part that I've added into this shelf, and I've also now got like a corner desk here. I'm still got a few things to sort out. I want to get a couple more plants. I've got a print that's coming from Hand and Palm. So that's where we're at the moment. So basically, when I was spending lots of time over at Mum and Dad's place, I realised a few things about Leaf Lane Studio. One of them was that I wanted to add more colours to my branding palette, which I've kind of done now. I'll be soft launching that as I work out what I'm doing with it. I also worked a lot on my product descriptions. I haven't put any of the content that like the copy that I've typed up live yet, but I've done a lot of work on copy because I'm going to be shifting from Squarespace to Shopify within the next few weeks. I've done a lot of work on what I wanted to say. I'm no expert on a lot of things and I really need to kind of get my shit together. I've also started to create my wholesale page on Faire. I got accepted onto Faire. So I've got most of my products up on there now, and I need to just kind of get that activated. But what I didn't want to do is do it when my brain wasn't in full working orders. I did a lot of the work when I was feeling really well. Yes, Dad was unwell, but I was feeling well. And then when I wasn't well, I thanked my past self for doing all of that work. So at the moment, I'm focusing on my big goals for, say, August are wellness, health and wellness, because I haven't been to the gym for 2.5 months. I've started back now, so I did last week, I'm doing this week, walking more, increasing my steps. I couldn't even drive the car to go and walk my mum's dog without having a panic attack and feeling like I was going to pass out behind the wheel. I was so unwell, guys, I can't even tell you. So getting back to training, getting back to just me again and finding out what that means to me. Going through something like this, regardless of whether you're actually ill or not, or whether it's just like you're okay but grieving, it changes you completely. If you've been through this, please comment. Please get in touch, because anything that you can say that helps, I will greatly appreciate. So I'm basically working my way through a little list of things that I've got written down in my diary, which are fairly basic, but I just need to get back to doing some stuff. I did my first Instagram story, like face-to-face story today, but I haven't done anything like that in a while. I am not feeling my best physically, mentally. So doing that used to be second nature, and now it's like starting from fresh. The whole business feels like it's starting from fresh, but right now we're doing what we can do, and you're joining me on this journey of basically like Leaf Lane Studio the comeback and Lucy the comeback. So I have a market in Truro on the 31st of August, one of my usual markets that I do. Can't wait to get back to that. So I'm looking forward to that. I've got to prep some stuff. I'm going to have a big clearance sale on some things that I don't want anymore, so we can talk through that. And just gradually get back to the stuff. I've got emails I need to answer. I've got a lot to get on with. Right now though, I do need to pack 2 orders. One of them is for Fairy Cats, which I still have never pushed enough. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that, but we'll do that together. We'll do the Fairy Cats order, we'll do the Leaf Lane Studio order. We're going to film it for TikTok as well. Welcome back to the chaos. Okay, so this order is a Fairy Cats order, and although it's only for a card and a pencil, I still will have to pay large letter on it, so I may as well put it in a nice protective box. And Sweary Cats, if you didn't know, I've got another 2 Etsy shops other than Leaf Lane Studio. So I've got Sweary Cats and I've got Curious Lemon designs, and I want to build them both up. It's just been a case of time. Let's get this box ready and I'll show you what this customer wants. So I've got this little stamp that I got from Awesome Merch, which is now called something else, and it print ink or something. This is just like a little stamper that I do on the box. So this order is for a card. If you don't like swearing, look away now. This card, as you can see, is this little guy here. It's a bestseller on Sweary Cats. This little card comes with a lovely orange envelope. It's pretty cool. I absolutely love it. And then the pencil says, "At least the cat loves you." I don't know if you can see that. Let me just focus you in. I will get my studio lights back in here, guys. I don't know if you can actually even see that pencil. This says, "At least the cat loves you." So I'm going to wrap that up, and then the little thank you card that gets sent with Sweary Cat stuff is this "We love you shitload." If you're interested in seeing some of the other Sweary Cat stuff, head over to the link below. It's on Etsy. Just search Sweary Cats or click the link below, which will take you straight there. I definitely want to do more with Sweary Cats, which is what I've been saying for a while, but as you know, just time just gets away from you. Let's get that in the middle so it's a bit protected by everything. Next order, I thought I'd just show you as I go along, and then I'll pack it for TikTok, otherwise it will get a bit confusing. So the first thing that she's ordered is the "Everything Will Be Okay" card, which is a lovely one, especially for me to see right now. She also wants 3 of these pens from Lagami. These are erasable gel pens. So the llama is blue ink, she wants a bee, and she wants a corgi. The bee is black ink and the corgi is also black ink. If you haven't seen them before, they are erasable gel pens and they have little kind of sayings on the side, and then you use this end to create friction to rub the ink out. So I've got a whole selection of them along here. Llama, bee, I've got this little guy who's like a little spaceman. He is black ink. And then I've got the bunny here, which is purple ink. So cute. Let me just do it this way. You can see they've got little ears. I've got the cat, which, as you can imagine, is very popular. Little ears as well. The bear, I've just restocked Mr. Bear over there. He says "Dream Big" on the side. This one is the floral one, which is turquoise ink. Really pretty. One of my favourites. The corgi, which I've just shown you, and then the 2 newer ones to me are the dinosaur and the lion. The dinosaur has green ink, lion has orange ink, and has got the cutest little head. The dino is actually really cute as well. Let me show you. He's got like a little markings on him, and you can't really see because he's not in focus. Hang on, let me put him somewhere where you can see him. He's got the cutest little face. There you go. These are really hard to focus on, but they're so cute. In terms of pens as well as all the stuff that I carry that I've designed myself, all of these Lagami pens, which are £2 each. I've got the Faber-Castell clickable mechanical pencils, that's the word I'm looking for. Faber-Castell gel pens, and I carry the Tombos in a few colours as well. So feel free to have a look at those. There's a whole section on my website which is all other branded stuff other than Leaf Lane Studio stuff, which is all the stuff that I design and get printed. Okay, what else is in this order? Happy birthday, you gorgeous human card. I think I have one of those available. This is part of my new Bold Blooms collection. I have washi tape in this design too, and there will be some other pieces coming of this design. I just love it so much. It's so happy. Let's find this an envelope and a compostable cello to go with it. And I've also got my thank you card, which looks like this. I've got to design some new ones. So this is this little order. She also ordered a t-shirt. I do my t-shirts through a print on demand company, and I love my t-shirts. They are so soft. She's ordered this Trust in Yourself big black chunky vase. I will be ordering, designing some more t-shirts, and I do love these. I have this one, which is Don't Be Afraid to Take Up Space in This World, one of my favourites. Know Your Worth, the Trust in Yourself one in the middle, and then the Stay Wild t-shirt, which is in a couple of colours. So yeah, there you go, you can get those as well. Right, I'm going to pack this order and film it for TikTok. Just come out for a walk, guys. Trying to get over 8k steps in per day, which may not sound like a lot, but when you've had serious nervous system issues, it's a lot. So we're on a walk and should be about 8,000 steps. I've already done 2,000 steps today. Let's see some of Cornwall/Devon, right on the border here in Launceston. So when you look over that way, it's Devon. Look over that way, it's Cornwall. Let's go. Hi guys, so it's Thursday and I'm ready to go to the gym, as you can tell. I either look like I'm ready to go to the gym or sweaty after the gym. It's kind of the only versions of me you get these days. I'm just sitting down to do a little bit more on my fair wholesale catalogue page thing. I'm just going to give it a go and see what happens with it. And then I'm going to go to the gym, so it's 10:30 now. I want to train at 11. It's quads and calves today. I love and hate training quads. If you train quads as a separate entity, you'll know the feeling. It is painful. I've got quite a lot on my list of things to do today. It's raining outside, so I'm just going to be in here after training. The other thing I want to do at some point is to get some tie backs for, hang on, let me turn you around, that'll be easier. Voiles that I put up, because although they're kind of sheer, obviously, I really want them to be like this so that I can get more light in when I need it. I really love these though, because I love having the window open and when it's breezy and they're like blowing in the wind and the light's shining through, and I've got my little rainbow catcher on the window, this little guy here. I need to work out a way of lighting up the studio, their room, the house, when I'm vlogging. I have studio lights, but it means that they're going to be like standing around the place. Because it's only a small room, it's obviously on daylight today, it's quite cloudy, so it's fairly dark. But when the light comes around, it is better. It's just working it out because I want it to look nice. I want these vlogs to look nice. At the moment, I feel like they definitely could look better. But anyway, I'm doing this right now. It's raining out there. I need to go to the gym. And the other thing I need to do, I might have said this yesterday, is I need to actually edit the vlog from Boston. That it isn't a talky, chatty vlog, because when we went to Boston, I was really worried about going because my dad was really unwell, and I thought I was going to do a really chatty travel vlog, and that's definitely the aim for the future. But right now it's just like there's a few things of me talking probably, but not very many, and then it will just be like sights and things like that. So I'll probably do a voice over. I really need to look into the price of a microphone, just like a little, I don't know. I also need to get my label printer for my shop as well, like my postage label printer. And then later on, I need to write a list of things that I need to do, because I haven't done any designing for ages. I need to get some things finished, some new things thought about. It's quite a lot to get done. I don't know how interesting this vlog is going to be, but hopefully as I get back into the business side of things again, we will find some interesting things to do together. I also really need to get my roots done. I put my hair in a little fishtail braid today. I don't know if you can see it properly, to get it out of the way for training. I'm doing my best today, guys. I'm doing my best. I'm not feeling all the feels today. But we'll get there, won't we? We'll get there together. Guess we will. Today's Friday and you've just seen me organising a new print that I got. I need to change this frame though, because the border, the mount on it is, you're probably not going to be able to see it. Oh gosh, no, it's really washed out, hang on. Yeah, you can sort of see it. The paper is really yellowy, which I love, but the mount that came with the frame is very blue toned, so it doesn't actually work. So I think what I'm going to do is I still want a wooden frame, but I want an A4 one. So I've got other things that can go in this frame, but for now I'm going to leave it in here so it's protected. This is by Hand and Palm, the same person who does I don't know if you can see it, there's a print up here, it says fuck's sake, same shop. So I'll link her down below. Her name's Lucy as well. Awesome name, but she spells hers differently to mine. I'm working on this. Ignore the little brown dots and the font and stuff. I'm just doing the pattern around the edge. This is part of the Bold Blooms collection. At the moment, I only have the washi tape in that collection just because, as I said at the beginning of this vlog, with Dad and everything like that, I didn't get to do this collection the way that I wanted to. What I really need to do is turn the brightness down on this camera. What I really need to do is order this. Also restock, where are we? I need to restock these little leaf lover jotter pads because I've only got about 5 left. And because I've just started on Fair, they're just approving my store at the moment on the wholesale place Fair. I've got these that also sell very well at Eden Project, and I want to send them an email to see if they want any new stuff soon. So I've got to restock those, but I'm also out of the Leaf Lovers planner pad. The Leaf Lovers planner pad has always been landscape. I was getting confused with something else. But I've kind of fallen out of love with that way around. So I'm going to redesign it. So it's still got the same things on it, but it's portrait. So I need to do that and finish this and then get those 3 things ordered. I do want to order more stuff, but for now that's as far as I want to go in terms of like getting some new stuff in. The planner, or the jotter pad, will be the same as the Wild Meadow one, but a lot more colourful. Still got 100 pages. I still love mine. They've sold really, really well, and they last ages because, you know, you don't have to use a page a day. You can use a page a week, or whatever. So I'm going to crack on with that design now and try and get those other things sorted out. That is the big task because it's already about 2:30, I think. So I'm going to crack on with some design right now. I'm watching a catnip studio vlog whilst I do that. I've been using, by the way, these Tombos. You know, I sell Tombos in the shop, but I've been using Tombos to highlight in my diary, and it looks so pretty, just to like put over the top of things when I've done them. If you want Tombos, I sell a few different kinds. The one I'm using is this kind of, I forget what they're all called individually, but it's like dusky pink. But yeah, I have these like bright blue, brighter pink, lilac, greeny colour. Obviously black is a popular one. A coral red, another sort of blue. Oh, I just think they're lovely. My favourites together are the coral red and this blue. I just think they look so nice together. Today is Wednesday. I'm hoping to edit you guys today and try and get you up on the channel. It's been a bit of a hectic couple of days. I didn't have the best day yesterday, hence the bags under the eyes. I'm trying to keep a smiley face on, but there's days where it's just really difficult. Yesterday was definitely not a great day. I just spent basically 4 hours laying on the bed crying, but we moved, we're back. I have my Easy Guide to Happiness t-shirt on, which you can't see all of, but it's from M&S for a couple of years ago. She always chooses to want to go out when, let's see if she wants to say hello. Come and say hello to the vlog. Say hello vlog, it's me, my resting bitch face. Since I decorated my office, she hasn't wanted to come in here, but she has just taken to coming back in on her bed. So it's all good, isn't it? Who's that in there? Who's that pretty girl in there? Oh, it's me. Hello. I can't actually remember the last time I came on and spoke to you guys. But one of the things I had to do, and I don't know if I told you this in a previous clip, I guess I'll find out in a minute when I edit you, but I wanted to change the orientation of my Leaf Lovers planner from being a horizontal planner, I'll put a picture here of what it looked like before, to being a vertical planner. When I'm stocked in places, everything goes a certain way and they go up on their end, and it's not easy for the customer to see. It doesn't really change anything about how it looks. So I've ordered those. I've reordered my little Leaf Lovers jotter pad thing, these. So I've reordered restock of these, and the A5 planners, that's what they'll look like now. Obviously they used to be that way around. So I've ordered those too. The other thing that I've ordered, and again, this is a terrible printout. What happens is when you, if you're not familiar, when you put artwork through print, it has to be CMYK. not RGB, which is what most printers print in. So this file was a CMYK file. What that means is when I print it out, it's going to be muddy. When I print my cards and things in-house, they're RGB, so they're brighter. So this is a bit muddy, but I've ordered this. I wasn't going to order these for a while, but because the cost of delivery and stuff is so much when you're ordering these heavy paper goods, I thought, sod it, I'm just going to order this now. It was meant to be a spring collection. I realise now we're getting into kind of like autumn is the next season. However, lots and lots of people love the brighter stationery even at Christmas time and around kind of autumn time. So I have, as you guys know, my other A4 jotter pad thing, which sells really well, and I just wanted a colourful version because not everyone wants that kind of more plain version, which the Wild Meadow one is. Let me just tear off the front page because there's some, this is my one and there's some secrets on there. So this is the existing one. They're 100 pages, and it's just, what I love about these is they're like really versatile pads, so you can use them for anything. I sometimes use mine in a day if I'm really busy. I will have like a master list on here and be doodling on there. If I've got a Zoom call or a telephone call, I will be writing notes. Sometimes I'll use a page a week. So you've got 100 pages and that'll last you ages. I did a poll on Instagram and I asked whether you guys wanted it to be 100. If it was too much, just 50 is better. Honestly, the results were kind of straight down the middle, with 100 just topping it a little bit. So they'll be coming hopefully soon as well. Today I am designing some more thank you cards for orders because I am out. I can obviously reprint the ones that I've got, but I've been putting them in orders for ages and I want to redesign some more with the bold blooms design on it and update my wholesale catalogue to like an autumn one. Can you believe it? I need to do an autumn one and one with Christmas stuff in it and send it out to some places. Plus I need to go to the gym. What time is it now? 9:15, so I need to go to the gym at about 11, so got some time. I also wanted to do a reel. I'm finding the reels and the Instagram stuff really difficult at the moment just because I feel not quite myself, and also I know I'm coming, just not feeling like 100% myself. Bear with me as I renegotiate my life. Right, it's later on in the day now, guys. I've been to the gym and I'm just about to start editing but I thought I would show you what I'm doing with the little thank you card that I'm making. This is going to be going in with orders. The one thing I want to do though, the black is not going to be there, the lettering's probably going to change, but I saw a version of this on Pinterest, a version of it, and I just thought it was so funny. I have a huge to-do list for today. I just can't figure out who's going to do it. And I've also got a few others. Let me just scroll. Excuse me flicking through them because they're not going to be central or laid out right, but you'll get the gist. Keep your friends close, your stationery closer. Buy me stationery and tell me I'm pretty. Life isn't perfect, but your stationery can be. I think I'm just going to do a variety of these. And you know, just have them, you get a random one in with your order. But what I want to do is to put a little QR code, either maybe I'll try and put it on the back if I can get the printing to align right. What I would like to do in an ideal world is to have that code link to my mailing list, where someone will get either a discount code or a freebie or something. And then maybe, this is the thing, is I have existing people on my mailing list already, but I want to start encouraging more of that. And when I move over to Shopify, which is a big thing I want to do this year, I think I mentioned that, well, this year, I want to do it like really soon. I think I mentioned that in this vlog. I want to make sure that I get more and more people on my mailing list, because with Flowdesk, who are the mailing list provider that I use, you can't currently link them on Squarespace without a load of faff that I don't understand. So I want to make sure that when I go to Shopify that I've got all of that down pat and it's all working seamlessly. The plan for now is to really just crack on with maybe printing off a couple of these. Should we do that whilst I'm on this vlog and then we'll edit the vlog? I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm just having a real hard time physically and mentally at the moment. Obviously my dad's just died and that is the reason why but I am feeling so off in myself and so all over the shop that I feel like it's never going to get back together again, but I know it will. And because of that, I'm criticising like everything. I'm criticising why my lighting isn't great in these vlogs yet, why I haven't actually put up a vlog for months. But obviously I had a terminally ill dad and he's been my priority. And so getting back on top of your game again is so hard. I really, you know, full transparency, like I've barely had any orders because I haven't been promoting the business. I shut my Etsy shops when I knew Dad was going to die very soon. Like I shut my Etsy shops. I haven't been at home. I've not promoted anything. This has been like the worst ever. So now it's like I'm rebuilding Leaf Lane Studio from scratch, and it all feels really difficult because I feel like not only am I building my business from scratch, I've got to rebuild myself from scratch because I've not taken care of myself. I feel just like everything is starting again. So that's fun. Any advice? Pop it in the comments. There's such a pretty light in here. Let me move I've got my little Starbucks cup here. Let me show you the light in this room right now. I've got my little sun catcher, and every afternoon, and when the sun comes out, obviously, it just throws the prettiest light. As the sun comes around, it will start to come over this way. It just looks so, so lovely. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is finish this design, get a couple of these printed off and see what I think of them. I'm going to do a test print of these two. They've just got different quotes in the middle. I think my paper is in here. I've got two different kinds. This is the one that I use for my cards, which is this one, if you want to have a little look at it. I get this from eBay. I think you can get it on Amazon as well, but sometimes it isn't on Amazon. This is 300 GSM, and then I have this, which is a 260 GSM matte card. It's a little bit thinner, but it does the job for a thank you card. Sometimes on TikTok I get questions about my print settings and people saying their printers do funny things with colours. I'm going to do two examples of this print now to show you. So on this one, I have it set up as Photoshop manages colours. So I'm going to print that, then I'm going to print it with Printer manages colours, and I'll show you the difference. Hopefully you can see this okay. So this one here is the setting I normally use, which is the Photoshop manages colours. And you can see really, really clearly, if I do a side by side, this is Printer managing colours. If I do a side by side on this here, look at the difference, guys. In the greens, look at the difference in, actually the yellows have come out a little bit, the yellows normally come out better with Printer manages colours, but however everything else comes out very different, so you can see the difference in all of it if I lay them side by side. So this is the one I don't want to use, this one I do want to use. I don't know if it's going to come off on camera, but basically this one is more vibrant. It's really hard for me to tell because the sun's quite bright. What I've picked up that I need to do is to lay down a slightly darker background and increase the size of this. This won't go to waste, I'll put it in an order anyway, it'll be absolutely fine. But yeah, I'm going to quickly do that now, reprint and have a look at it. Sorry guys, the sun's really blasting through this window now. That's a much better colour. You can see, I like the lighter background, but you can't see some of the shades properly. And the little white flower kind of gets lost on this background, so I'm happy with that now. It's all good. Photoshop manages colours is the way forward. So what I'm going to do now is, I think, shut this vlog down. I realise that, actually, before I shut this vlog down, because what I always do is I say I'm going to shut this vlog down and then I have a whole like podcast worth of chat going on. In the next one, I'm hoping to work out a little bit more about my website, or I've got to do TikTok shop. There's a few things that we need to do. Please, please, please comment below with anything you want. Like, I mean, obviously within reason, just in case there's some weirdos out there. What I was going to ask you, and guys, let me know what you think. I have a whole big box up here of seconds, meaning that like maybe a couple of pages have fallen off the front of like a to-do list or something, or like the corner's slightly scuffed or whatever. What I was thinking of doing, just purely because of time, is putting together some boxes. Like a couple of years ago I did like lucky dip boxes. What I was thinking of doing was putting together some boxes because I want to do a sale of some of the things that I've bought from other brands that are just, I'm left with, that I just want to get rid of because, you know, before we know it'll be Christmas and I want new stock. I was thinking of putting together some stationery boxes that would be a little bit discounted, full of really cool things, and just doing like maybe 10 of them, with some of my seconds in there as well. So effectively maybe the seconds will almost be like freebies in terms of price. Obviously it doesn't mean, it means you won't get a choice, but I think it's quite exciting when you get, it's not going to be a mystery box because I will show you what's going in there, but I might theme them around colour or like planning or like, I don't know, whatever. But I was thinking of doing that. I think I am going to do that, so comment below what you think. But I might do a few different price ranges, like I might do a low, mid and high price range, and then just stuff the boxes with stuff that I want to get rid of. And obviously that'll enable me to make sure that I am making a bit of a profit on it, but also getting rid of stuff at a discounted price. The thing is, if I do a sale, it's a lot slower to go, whereas I just want a lot of this stuff that I've got hanging around kind of gone. And then some of the things I'll put in there, like I might even include like some of these erasable pens, which I don't want rid of because, you know, they're great. But I can put together a box themed around something. Do you see what I mean? I'm making sense in my head. I'm going to close this vlog down here. Thank you for bearing with me on my first one back. I know it's not been the best, but we will aim to get better at this. I don't know why I always say we. I think it's because I think you're here with me. I will aim to get better at this. I look at people like Catherine from Catnip Illustrations and I just love her vlogs. She's so good at it and I wish I could be that good at it. The lighting is great. She remembers to record random things. She's a very confident person. Like, I want to get better at that. And that is my aim. That's the aim. I'm waffling. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. If you're relatively new here and you think this is a rubbish vlog, please don't go anywhere because I promise it will get better. We will be painting, we will be creating products. I will take you to some markets with me. We will be better. I will be better. But please bear with me. I'm sure you can understand things have been difficult and that's why I'm a bit all over the shop. But I love you guys loads and I really appreciate you. Feel free to leave me a comment down below. Thank you for being here and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.